Welcome back in to the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Madisonville Marine. The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show is coming up in February. They'll be up here, but right now you can go ahead and get great deals and great prices on everything from deck boats to bass boats to pontoon boats. Madisonville Marine. And if you're looking for a pre-owned boat, Madisonville Marine is the place to go. I can't say it. They got warranties for all their used boats. Ask Bob Hodge if you ever spot him. I know he'll appreciate that. Just wherever you see Bob, run up, tackle him. Don't worry, he won't be armed. But run up and ask him about the boat he got at Madisonville Marine. I feel a red laser on my neck right now. All right, let's come on back. Tuesday on ESPN2. Tennessee travels to Missouri. Next Saturday on ESPN, they're at Florida. Mark Pancrat's weird things happen on the road in conference play. Give me a quick preview of what Vol fans can expect from Conzo Martin's Tigers. They started 3-3. Now they're 9-3 on a 6-game win streak. What do you think about the Tigers-Tennessee matchup?
Well, surprisingly, until you look at the numbers, they're one of the best. They are the best three-point shooting team in the league. But the big separator has been Tillman down low. Has been averaging about 19 points, 14 rebounds last couple games versus Illinois and Xavier. The thing that's even scarier, Missouri has not played a game since the 29th. And so they're going to be ready to go for Tennessee when they come in there. And as you would consider, Tennessee's the highest ranked or highest scoring team in the league. Missouri's the lowest scoring ranked team in the league.
You're kidding.
Surprise, surprise for Missouri. So they're going to slow it down. That's what happened when they lost at Missouri last time is Missouri made it really, really ugly for Tennessee, and they're going to try to do that again on Tuesday.
Do you think they can with this Tennessee team?
I think Missouri can make it ugly, but Tennessee's proven that, unlike many teams in the past, they can win ugly.
Yep. All right. Then they go to Florida. Florida, a little bit of a disappointment this year. 8-5, lost yesterday at home to 6-7 South Carolina on a last-second dunk. You're always leery of Florida. You expect them to get better as the year goes on. I still expect them to get better as this year goes on. How dangerous is going to Gainesville this week?
Well, you guys are talking about recruiting on the football side, and it always boils back to the Jimmies and the Joes, not the X's and the O's. And Hudson and Kevon Allen were all SEC preseason players of the year. They're both struggling. Hudson is averaging 15.5 points last year. He's averaging about 7 right now. And so their lack of toughness for Florida is what's going to be Tennessee's separator to be able to go into Gainesville and get a win.
Guys, your thoughts?
For about the past month, we've been talking about Tennessee playing too many minutes, too many guys playing too many minutes. For the past month, they've been playing 1 game a week. Now they start playing 2 games a week. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
Great time to get Lamonte Turner back on that front as well.
And how about Kentucky already has an SEC loss? And
on
how
the
about
road.
and Vanderbilt lost.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that
means Ole Miss might be pretty good.
But you're looking at, when you talk about road games, Kentucky had just beaten North Carolina and Louisville. They go to Alabama, who hasn't beaten them in 10 tries, and they lose in Tuscaloosa. Strange things. I know there are people out there who are thinking this team's going to go unbeaten in league play.
No.
They might, but I wouldn't bet the house on that one. Weird things happen on the road. What were you going to add?
In a basketball schedule, you're going to have conference losses. With 2 games in a week, Tennessee playing on, maybe they play on a Wednesday and then a quick turnaround on Saturday. There's going to be conference losses, and some of those are a good thing. It gets you to revisit some things. So just to prepare fans for the fact that there are going to be losses, and it's not the end of the world. We're still going to be okay.
We did it last week. The average, since the SEC went to an 18-game conference schedule, the average record of the SEC champion over those years is 15-3.
Correct.
So you've had 2 undefeated teams, but you've also had 5 loss teams that have won it, including Tennessee last year. So the idea that you're going to go unbeaten, it's out there. Anything's possible, but don't bet the house on that. There's going to be some night when you go out there, and I don't care how good you are, you're going to have that game where nobody hits a thing. You're going to have that game where Grant Williams gets in early foul trouble, Schofield gets in foul trouble, and it all goes to hell. But does that happen this week?
What's the line on Tennessee hiring OC first or Tennessee losing a basketball game? What happens sooner?
Which happens first, OC hire or Tennessee loses a conference game?
I'll take hiring the offensive coordinator.
Happens first. Okay,
yes.
There you go. Because he says they'll go undefeated. Mark it down. All right. When we come back, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it today. We'll see you next week. If Tennessee ever hires a coordinator, we'll talk more basketball and get that stuff over with. Thank you very much. When we come back, what are we doing next? Our views on Tennessee season, have they changed by what we saw in the bowl games? Mine have. Come on back.